My vision board that I made is all over the place. It just needs great. Yeah.
Hello everyone! Happy New Year! Welcome back to our first video of the year. What better is there to do as a first video back than just like a new year, refresh, rebrand. Let's plan our year out. I feel like I probably need to sit down and do it too. Yeah, I want majority of this to be about like our goal setting and goal planning. I feel like we have a lot of new beginnings starting. Like we're both in the middle of like moving house right now, so we will obviously explain so much more of that later, but yeah, we're both literally in the stress of like finding somewhere else to live. We've also started 2025 with in the workspace a new era. We have a new management. Yeah, that's really exciting. Very exciting because it's been 5 years. I feel like 5 years of how we knew it, so it's like this is very much new era, a new beginning. And I feel like 2024 we did a lot of like the groundwork for things, including like MVP, which is like our small business, which also this year I'm so excited to take you guys along with like the real behind the scenes of like, you know, owning a small business and like MVP and all that stuff, and what's to come and all that stuff. But like, yeah, let's just like plan and set everything out. Ashley also really wants to get iPads. She's adamant that like we need iPads to like organize our life. I keep trying to convince myself that it's just a really good investment for the new year because of how many cool things I can do with an iPad. I'm just like, I was saying on the podcast, because we just had our first episode back, our first recording back, I was saying like I am on iPad TikTok right now, and like I'm seeing so many videos of like cool apps you can download and what you can use your iPad for, and like games you can play on your iPad, like planners you can use. So I'm just like very convinced that it's a good investment, but it's also not a priority. Like it would be good to have like something like an iPad which would separate like work and creativity somewhat. Like I feel like our phone, like a lot of our work is on our phone. Even like with editing and stuff, I feel like, especially like for the brand, illustration like kind of editing, like Photoshop kind of stuff, editing, you can't really do that on your phone. Yeah, there's only so much you can do on your phone. And you can get one of those little pens on your iPad. Do they come with the pens? Yeah, I think you got to buy them. But so yeah, actually maybe they do. I'm sure if we're gonna get iPads. Yeah, I want to do some vision board making. So maybe just like some Pinterest saving and like making like a collage or something. Yeah. Getting back into the gym and everything. Yeah, I have a lot to update on with the whole gym's health situation. So yeah, I just think this like would be a great video for like kind of like where to start. Yay! I did not even tell you that for Christmas we got gifted by my parents Ninja Creami! Yay! I think we're going to make our first one tonight, and then it just sucks that you gotta wait 24 hours for it to freeze.
16. Yeah.
How many of these things does it come with?
It's it.
Oh, 3. I'm so excited! We'll have to do that.
This is sick.
Later. We haven't had our dinner yet, so we'll make our dinner and then we will make our dessert for tomorrow night and give it a go. I also just went through the cupboard and found my last year's goals that I wrote down on a piece of paper. So I thought it would be good to reflect, because I genuinely haven't looked at what I wrote down since I wrote them, so I don't even remember half the things I wrote down. I had a paper for personal, paper for career, a paper for financial, and a paper for health. Okay, so these are my personal ones I wrote down. Buy a new car, yes, which I did. Yeah. Snow trip, which we did. Yes. Canada last year. Move to Sydney when lease ends, which we did in August. Put money aside to settle our Palm Beach property, which is crazy because at the time we still had that, but then later in the year the developers ended up falling through, and we got the deposit back, which ended up being a better outcome. So that's crazy that I wrote that down. Buy a new laptop, which I also did. In the career one, I had grow the podcast community on TikTok to 50k, which we didn't get there yet, but hopefully hopefully this year when we can put hopefully a bit more time into it. Released 2 MVP collections, which we only relaunched 1 collection last year. Yikes, I had reached a certain amount in my savings.
Did you do that?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I had for financial clear all debts, which I did pay off.
Did you pay your tax?
Yeah, I paid that off last year. So that, I guess that's what I meant for that. So good. I didn't have anything major for health, just little things like drink more water every day, commit to more variety workouts.
Good morning, guys. So I don't know if I mentioned yesterday when we like kind of just introed this video that I have been a little bit under the weather and a little bit sick since getting back from all of my travels. I think I caught something on the plane or something on the journey back, and I've just been so unwell, and I've been kind of like trying to push through because like I knew that I had to get back into work and like just get back into the swing of things. I have so much going on in like my personal life as well, like having to move everything. And then I woke up this morning so much worse and just a huge migraine. You know when you just feel so puffy and like just blocked up everywhere? We haven't started off on the right foot for this video because I was so excited to get back into my health and fitness. You guys know I had my surgery middle of last year, and then I was having some knee issues, and then I just feel like I never fully got back into like my health and fitness and like my gym and stuff. And so I was so excited to come back, and here we are. I did do one workout earlier on in the week before I'd kind of like gotten really sick, and then I got really sick and I was like, I'm not going back to the gym because I just need to fully recover and rest. And then yesterday I was like, I feel like I'm kind of getting slightly better, like I'll see how I go, might wake up and do a big walk in the morning. That did not end up happening. Like I woke up feeling so much worse and I was like, there's no way I'm going for a big walk, like I just need to rest. I did drive up to a cafe and got a freshly squeezed juice, so I'm kind of hoping this just helps revive me a little bit. It's meant to be like a flu fighter, and I think it's got carrot, apple, pear and ginger, and then I add orange, and it's actually so good. So I'm gonna enjoy this juice. Ashley's meant to be coming around today. We planned for her to come around today so we can do our like vision board planning and like just like catch up chat kind of thing. I am eventually really excited to get back into my health and fitness, go for walks, just get really back into the gym and like properly work out and smash some of my strength goals. Get back into Pilates, and yeah. Good morning, guys. I am just on my way to Olivia's house, and we are going to do some strategy planning, goal planning, and just 2025 road mapping, just planning out our year and how we want it to look. A lot of like our work goals, so yeah, it'll kind of be good to like put a lot of that down on paper. So that's what I'm gonna go do now. As I was also saying, we were kind of mentioning it yesterday when we were together, but we are both in the middle of trying to find somewhere else to live, and oh my god, I just feel like it's been adding so much anxiety and stress to me because we have Japan obviously in a few weeks, and then around the same time, like that's when see you later, that's when our lease is up. If you're from Sydney, like the rental crisis here is so bad, like just like how expensive places are for the condition of the places, and then like how many people as well is rocking up to these inspections, like it's just insane. So I think also a part of me is like grieving having to move out of where we are, because I don't know if I really mentioned it that much, but it was only a 6-month lease, and we just secured that because obviously like I moved from the Gold Coast, so yeah, we were just super keen to like secure something so we could like have somewhere to come even if it was 6 months. And I think I was just hoping the whole time that like we would be able to extend it, and they like will happily extend it. Unfortunately they don't want to, and they want us to leave, and I think I'm just like really sad about it because I just love the place so much. Like it's just, yeah, I just feel like we just started to like feel at home and like settle in there, and then now we have to like leave again. Anyways, not the end of the world obviously, but I think a little part of me is like a bit sad about that too. We're gonna do some like yearly planning, goal setting, vision boarding. I'm not actually going to do a physical vision board. I feel like I haven't really, the past few years I haven't really been doing like a physical one. But I love like a screensaver or lock screen kind of vibe for a vision board. Yes, I've started one for 2025, so I'll just like create a mood board in Pinterest and just have like a couple of like main images in there that like reflect, I don't know, things I want to achieve or like how I want my life to look.
I did bring some spare papers over that I used last year, and I'll just reuse them for this year. But last night I went through last year's ones that I wrote down, and I hadn't looked at them since I wrote them.
Really?
And I did actually achieve a lot.
Can I see them or?
I don't have them on me, but another one I had on there was like to settle our Palm Beach property that we.
Oh my god, yeah.
And because like at the time,
we
still had it.
It was
but
just
we didn't find out till like when was it?
February.
Was it February?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that was
because that was like completely out of our control. Like you couldn't really.
yeah.
You know what I also thought was weird? It would have been like probably middle of last year. I did like a Q&A on Instagram, and obviously there's a lot of factors into this that like helped it happen. I did a little Q&A and like someone asked like, where do you want to travel to? And I was like, I don't really have like a whole lot of travel plans. Like last year we didn't travel like a whole lot.
It wasn't a big
But I was like I listed a couple of my main places like I really want to go to, and one of them was like Perth. I said I wanted to take my boyfriend to Whitsundays because like Whitsundays is like one of my favorite places in the world, and then I also had Japan in there.
That's crazy.
And it's so crazy because like I literally, it all happened in like a blink of an eye. Well, not Perth, WA. And my Whitsundays trip all happened really quickly, like just all of a sudden. And then I went to Japan for a couple days before, not a couple days, like 48 hours. But like still just like the fact that I wrote it and I went back.
And all of them. Yeah.
I went back like scrolling through my archives and I saw it and I was like, oh, that's like really creepy. As we mentioned yesterday, we do really want to get iPads as well.
Yeah. I don't feel like that's like it's not a priority, but I think it's like something where I would like to reward myself with if I've achieved other things.
Yeah.
Like I think I might leave it as something that like if I've achieved a certain like paycheck or like achieved a certain amount of like financial goal or something, I feel like it'll be like a reward for that. Like
Another thing last year is I got my new car.
Yeah, that was another one on mine.
That was, I had my old vision board and my exact car I bought was literally like on top of my vision board. Not gonna lie, I don't really know what to put on my vision board this year. I don't really know.
I feel like a lot of it is going to be work milestones that I really want to achieve.
Yes.
A little part of me is hoping that Europe is this year, because I know that's something
We've
that we
said
have
that since
said.
we were like
Probably 19. But
Yeah.
like, I never made it like a big priority because one, we were so young. I don't know, I didn't really want to prioritize like a big Europe trip because I was like, that's something I can do in 5 years time. I just feel like this has to be the year where like
Yeah.
there's some Europe in there, like some
Yeah.
Europe summer or something.
Yeah, I feel like every year Europe summer comes around, everyone from Australia, just on my For You page or on my Instagram feed is literally in Europe, and like it's something we've never really done. And I feel like because I've always had in the back of my mind that Europe's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But also it really, I think it just intimidates me planning a trip that extensive because it just feels so long away.
Such a big expense as well.
Yeah, because it's like the flights are so expensive that time of year because they know that so many people are going over. And then the thought of having to like work out where I want to go and like how long I want to be gone for, because like I don't want to be like living out of a suitcase.
And then all the in-between trips as well,
12
like
weeks.
how to get around places. It just seems very intimidating.
Yeah, it does. I think I need like
I feel
a
like-
travel planner or something.
Yeah, I feel like it's something.
I would love to do a
something
Euro
I put out
summer,
there a
though.
little bit, but
Like all the photos you see on Pinterest of like people at Euro summer, like we could do a little So on this piece of paper there's goal and habit.
part of me feels like a little bit anxious because I do So it's not dessert time yet, but we are so eager to try our Ninja Creamy, so we're gonna try it now. This is what it looks like out of the freezer. And there's a weird lump in it. And we mix it once, put our things in, mix it again.
I don't think it's right.
I think we're meant to put a little bit of something else in, like a little bit of, tiny bit of milk in. It didn't even go through.
Yeah, that's what, it wasn't going.
I feel like it just requires so much admin.
What?
Oh my god, no, it's like ice cream.
How?
The flavor's good. So we just mixed in some dates and some maple syrup. And this is what it looks like right now. I think we did it too high. And a bit too much xanthan gum as well. Because it's very like fluffy. Rather than like an ice cream, it's very creamy. Needs some perfecting. It's very fluffy. As you guys know, I go to Japan in about 3 weeks. Actually, I think it's 3 weeks from today. So I've been doing some Japan shopping, and I thought I would give you guys a quick haul and we can unbox them together because I haven't opened them yet. So I thought we could do it together. To start off, I got some new Uggs. These, I've been wanting a pair, like a slip-on like this for a long time. So these will look super cute. Probably more for like the city, Tokyo. I did a little bit of shopping on ASOS because they had some really good like winter pieces. So I got some little mittens, gloves. I got like a headscarf. So it goes over the head, like a little hood. This I'm really excited for. I was like, I just want one of these. I've seen them all over Instagram. Like at the moment, my Instagram page is like all snow content because like when you interact with one, heaps of others come up. And I see so many people with this fluffy jacket. Not this one specifically, but it's like I have to get a big fluffy jacket. Oh my god, it's so cute. I also really needed to get some more snow equipment for the snow because if you watched our Canada vlog about a year ago, I split my pants and I think they were like pretty cheap pants anyways. So I was like, this time around I'm gonna invest in like some nice new snow gear. So I got pants and jacket, and Bo and T have the cutest ski collection, so I did cave. That's the pants. I'm gonna have to try it on quickly as well. My camera's like about to die. Oh my god, guys. Oh, I'm dying of how hot this is. Like I'm sweating underneath, but I wanted to show you guys what it looks like because it's so cute. Hi guys from Melbourne. We're here for the Australian Open. Again, we came last year with Bondi Sands and it was so much fun. So we're back again this year.
I'm very excited to be back.
And is that room service?
No, it might be my clothes.
Oh.
Morning.
Morning.
Here we go. There we are. Have a good day, enjoy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That was really quick. Oh my god.
I love the tray.
Good. That is so cute. I've never had a tray like that. That can be, yes. Great, guys. I want to show, Ashley wants to show you this product that she just let me try. So if you were listening to our last podcast episode,
soaked in my skin like that before.
if you listened to our last podcast episode, my hot of the week was this new product I got while I was on the Gold Coast. This random skincare, it was like very Korean skincare vibe store with all these brands I've never heard of before, and I got this collagen and hyaluronic acid. How do you say that word?
Ampule. And I was just talking about how much I love it and how amazing it is, and Olivia was like, oh my god, I want to try it. So she tried it while I brought it, and I am impressed because whenever I use like a hyaluronic serum or like any kind of like serum, to be honest, it always just sits on my skin, and I go to bed and I feel like I can't even lay my face on my pillow because it's like makes sitting you feel there. So like, oh my god, it makes you feel so nice. Also, I had a realization the other day, guys, that I'm 25 this year, which is just the year we are, but that is the year where you meant to stop producing collagen or something. It slows down. I remember when I was like 19 or 20 and I was like, oh my god, I have like ages, because like whenever I went through my skin journey, everyone used to always say like collagen, like worry about collagen when you're like 25, and I'm like, I literally am that age now. And I was also talking about this to my boyfriend's sister. Actually, I've talked about it to a few people that we've all agreed. Yeah, I've been talking about it a lot too. But I genuinely feel like it's the whole frontal lobe development kind of thing. Like I genuinely feel certain, like, I don't know, certain views and like certain how I feel about certain things is like changing, and I feel like it's me maturing. I don't know, I can't like explain it. Like I was just saying, like, I don't know, well, I posted a TikTok about it, but obviously I wasn't one of those people that got a bunch of tattoos like across a long period of time. I really only got the few tattoos I have in like a span of a year, so I definitely think it was very much a phase, and now suddenly I want to get them all removed. All of them? Not all of them, just I do some like of them. Fingers. Just some of them that I just think is like pointless, didn't really need to get it. I think it was just because I was in a young live life moment, and now I'm just like want to be more obvious though. Well, I only have my fingers and then one of my bum, which no one sees. No, but you, like they all can be pretty hidden, but I also just, I don't know, my opinions changed. Well, luckily they're easily removable nowadays. I feel like I'm becoming more and more of a grandma too. Like I just want to be in bed super early every night, don't want to be out, don't want to hang out with more than like a few people. You know, I'm so grateful to travel, but I feel like when we were young, like we were definitely a lot more like in the travel era. We were saying this earlier on in the video when we were talking about Europe, but I just feel like, sorry, I'm such a homebody now, and like, yeah, I still really want to travel and see the world, and like, if I ever get the opportunity, like, so privileged, but I just love being home in my bed, and like, I know, I don't like leaving my house. It's so weird. Whenever I travel, I get anxiety, I don't feel relaxed, I just don't feel like, I also feel like a lot of my priorities are starting to shift. Like I feel like suddenly now my biggest priorities are like aiming for like buying a house and like being in a stable position to like get ready to raise a family, which obviously I'm nowhere near that. Like I still know that's years and years and years away, but like the mentality of like I just feel like the mentality of like my priorities in that sense has shifted. Like, for example, like with spending my money, it's not like to go and book like a 20 grand holiday. It's like to save every penny I can, try and save. Yeah, well I was on FaceTime to my mom the other day. I was like just saying to her like, oh, I miss being like young and like 19, 20, and like I didn't worry about this sort of stuff, and like saying all that sort of things. So she's like, yeah, but I think when you were 19 you're a little bit just irresponsible with your money. And I was like, yeah, I do agree. I think I had no proper like mature concept of money, and maybe just bought things that were like just really unnecessary. Like, yeah, I feel like I was. I don't think we weren't that bad. No, we weren't that bad, but like I bought things back then I wouldn't buy now. Yeah, no, 100%. Because like, I'm more like conscious of like that mindset has changed. Like that's not worth it, or like my priorities are not to go and spend that much on whatever. Yeah. Anyways, besides the point, we're here with Bondi Sands in Melbourne at the Australian Open, and we're very excited. As you guys know, I was sick like all last week, and like the descent of the plane literally made my ears so painful. It was not very nice. But we're gonna quickly we're gonna start getting ready. beautiful day. We're in the Botanical Gardens and it is the most beautiful location I've not ever seen, but like just it's the most beautiful location. The minute we stepped foot in here I was like, this reminds me of Centennial Park in New York.
Yeah.
And you can see, I actually don't remember what that park's called. Hyde Park, is that it? No, I swear it's Central Park. Oh, Central Park, yeah, that's what I meant. Central Park.
We also got a matcha to go.
We got a matcha. What? Just speak. Just
Why
you were the one in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, but you're laughing. What was I saying?
We got a matcha to go.
It's a really good matcha.
See, I feel like we're in New York. Remember we got the matchas from New York in the park?
It is giving New York.
Yeah. Oh, and the sunset's late here, remember?
Yeah.
I remember last year it didn't set till like
But
10
our
or
game
something.
doesn't
9:30.
actually start until like 7, I think. But one of the most iconic tennis players so happened to be playing tonight.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I'm really, really excited. Good morning guys, I just got my coffee and I'm waiting for my gym class to start. I'm doing a spin class this morning, so a little bit of cardio. This is like my proper gym class since I was sick, and so I'm slowly getting back into it. And then I'm also moving this week as well, so it's all happening really. I think I need to change gyms as well because I'm not gonna be close to the gym I'm at now, so I'm gonna have to do that as well. And just everything that comes with moving is just so annoying. Like, it's just annoying. But anyways, I am up early today with my coffee and about to do my gym class, and then I have a meeting with our accountant straight after, and then I'm gonna get straight into just like some packing of the place. So I'm like getting prepared because we have to move this weekend. And then really want to finish off my vision board because I didn't get a chance to finish it off. So good morning. I'm just on my way to the gym. I'm gonna head to the gym and get a little workout in. I think I'm gonna do lower body. I'm not gonna lie, I have had a pretty lazy start to the year with like my gymming, because I guess I got back from the Gold Coast like early Jan, and then we went straight to Melbourne the week after. I've had my boyfriend's parents visiting all this week as well, so we just haven't really been to the gym. But this week I'm hoping to get back into it and going like very consistently and going almost every day. And I've also I couldn't even tell you what I've done, to be honest, but I've literally, I haven't even like worked out to injure myself, but I've got a really sore shoulder, like to the point where like I have not been able to do upper body or anything. It's been so sore. I don't know what I've done. I don't even know how I could have done it, but I'm just gonna try and like let that heal itself for a little while and just avoid doing any upper body. So I'm gonna do some lower body today. I would love to like venture out and do a little bit more like class workouts, like maybe some more Pilates or something, because like ever since I moved to Sydney I stopped doing like classes because I just never really like researched any or like looked for any like near me, and I just found like a gym and was like, yeah, I'm just gonna like do gym sessions myself. But yeah, this year I would love to make it a goal to like do a few more like classes or variations of like workouts. I think we're also going to need to do our weekly grocery shop at some point as well, and go do some groceries and get back onto like eating super clean. And yeah, I just really want to clean up my eating, because I'm not gonna lie, I definitely let go a little bit over like the Christmas period, holiday period, and just like really did not care, which is great. But yeah, it always makes me feel good when I'm like eating super clean and good foods and like not eating out. Like while my boyfriend's parents were here this week, we literally ate out like every single day. So yeah, I just want to get back to like home cooked meals and all that stuff. start a new year than moving. Kidding. I think moving will be the bane of my existence. I think I've mentioned it, but our apartment we're living in now is coming up to its 12-month like lease end date. And from what I'm aware, the owner is selling, and you know, we had to try and find, I think I spoke about it on the podcast, so I was trying to find like a new rental and everything like that. So it was this whole big kerfuffle, went to like so many inspections, accepted for one, and the move-in date isn't until 3 weeks after this one ends. So as you can tell, the whole of my room is like flipped upside down, like literally moving tomorrow. If you see the living room, everything just looks in such a state, boxes everywhere, stuff everywhere. Moving tomorrow, removal is coming tomorrow to put our stuff in storage. And then, yeah, I don't really have anywhere to live for 3 weeks until we wait for our new lease to start. So stressful start to the year, but also nice way to have a new beginning of like moving to a new place and like all that sort of stuff. But I do think like me and Ashley have moved around quite a lot like since we moved out of home, I guess, and like most of it is our own decision. Like, you know, we moved to the Gold Coast and like moved because we outgrew places and like all that sort of stuff. But like I'm kind of at the point where I'm like sick of moving. Like I don't want to be paying for a removalist and having to put my stuff in boxes all the time, and like I just want to have my stuff in one place. Yeah, moving tomorrow, gonna probably be jumping around and couch surfing until we have our new apartment. So yeah, as you can tell, everything is all over the place. And yeah, I'm just really just like finishing packing up, unpacking 2 suitcases, which I'm going to be living out of until we get all of our stuff back out of storage. And yeah, mattress is on the floor because our bed frame's getting packed up tomorrow. I think I do need to finish my vision board tonight, so I'm going to do that because I never end up getting around to doing it. One of the things on the top of my vision board is going to be saving for my own place eventually, because yeah, I just want to just be able to settle somewhere. That is a long-term goal, to save for my own place. I posted on my Instagram story my 2025 vision board that I made, and I've made it my laptop desktop because it's just always such a good reminder. Like when I turn my laptop on, I can see it and it's just like really cute and pretty, you know. And I posted on my story and I had a lot of you reply and asking how I made it, and it was honestly so easy. Like I didn't even use a template or like anything. So I thought I would just show you guys how I made it. And I also thought I would just show you like a bit more of a close-up of what I put on there. So I put a lot of like business related stuff on there. So I have like a Shopify screenshot and like some designing. There's some like labels, order labels. I put a little bit of travel in there, some like Europe inspired photos, a lot of good quotes as well about like financial freedom, and I did put a vintage designer bag in there because I'm really hoping to find one in Japan. Apparently the vintage designer, or just like vintage clothing and shopping in Japan, is meant to be really, really good. So I'm manifesting to find one and bring one back. And I also did put my iPad on there because that is something I want to achieve this year, is buy myself an iPad. I put some gym related stuff in there, some cute apartment stuff. So yeah, I just started by making my Pinterest mood board and just saving a bunch of pins in there that I wanted my 2025 to look like. Make a collection of images, pin them to the board, and then, but yeah, I literally just screenshotted that. So like I would scroll and make sure there was like a certain amount of pins or like a good amount of pins. I'd screenshot it, made sure it looked like that. I also try to screenshot it before that pops up. Screenshot. And then Canva will be your best friend. But I just pulled up a laptop wallpaper like dimension or template on Canva. I literally just uploaded the screenshots so that they were all like leveled out and look the same. And these are my screenshots. I literally just put 3.5 screenshots, and that was literally how I did it. That's my photo. So you can like move them, and then I saved it, sent it to my laptop, and saved it as my wallpaper. Genuinely so easy. So yeah, it's currently the night time and I feel like we've done most of our packing. We're pretty much
all done, and then I'll finish the rest in the morning. But I'm on Pinterest and I'm trying to finish my like vision board. I'm currently just putting everything into a Pinterest folder, and then I'm gonna put it all into like a little collage on like Canva or something. How adorable is that little guy? I'm very tempted to put him on my vision board. No, I'll read to you guys some of the things I popped on my vision board for 2025. I'm still not done yet though. There's like this little canvas quote print that I've actually ordered, something that looks exactly the same for our new place as like a print to put on the wall because I really like it. And then I've got a screenshot of like Shopify orders for like MVP. I've got some really cute quotes. I feel like with your vision board, like adding quotes of, I guess, what you want to achieve or like how you want your year to go is a really good way to kind of like manifest and just like have a really positive affirmation in there. My financial future is secure. I've got cute little content images of like doing content like with Ashley or something, like a little YouTube vlog. I have got some Europe photos in there because I feel like since like 2020 I've had summer Europe photos on my vision boards and I've never actually really ticked it off. So maybe 2025 is the year, who knows. But I've just, every single year I do a vision board and I always have like these sorts of images, like all these kind of like Euro summer sort of ones. So I'm just gonna have them on my board. I seem to have them on my board every year and I've not really done it, so. I know I said more home cooked meals, but we have no groceries at home and we said we're going to do our groceries tomorrow because it's Sunday tomorrow, so we'll do our fresh groceries for the week tomorrow. And we were just both craving sushi, so we got some sushi and I feel like it's, I mean, we haven't tried it, but it all looked pretty fresh, very fresh, so yeah, I'm very excited. And then we have our Ninja Creamies for tonight. We did a big batch last night. So we're going to do some Ninja Creamies for dessert tonight. As I mentioned in my last clips, I am in the process of moving. Well, I have moved now and we are couch surfing for a while because we don't have our new lease starting until like another few weeks. So yeah, that's fun. It's been a little bit chaotic, a little bit hectic lately. I've taken myself to a Pilates class this morning to start the week off well. I don't want to lose my like health routine or my groove while I'm in this chaotic few weeks. So yeah, I've taken myself to a Pilates class this morning. I'm just waiting in the car for it to start. One thing I am really sticking to this year is my ClassPass. This is not sponsored either. I feel like I've spoken about ClassPass for a while now. I've definitely mentioned it on probably the podcast and YouTube and stuff before, and maybe Instagram, but ClassPass is literally like my favorite thing in the world. It is quite expensive if you want like a gym membership on top of it, but for me it's like such a perfect little middle ground because I love doing my Pilates classes or I love changing up my workouts. And one thing I want to do this year is have just a lot of variety in my workouts. So I'll have my gym membership and then my ClassPass, which will give me a certain amount of tokens for the month, and then I'll use that to do my Pilates class. Or I was going to do a Barry's class this morning. I used to do Barry's like back over a year ago, and then I haven't gone back in a very long time, and I was going to do it this morning, but I chickened out and I was like, no, I'm just going to do a Pilates class because I love the Pilates studio I go to. And I feel like since my surgery, I don't know if I'm at that point where I'm prepared enough to go to Barry's, because Barry's is so intense, and like the running, like I definitely could do it now, but I'm like, since my surgery, I don't think I've done a class that intense. I chickened out and now I'm going to my Pilates class, but just like I want to do more of that stuff this year, like especially
I don't know, just enjoying my health and fitness routine and just having variety in my workouts and looking forward to them all. And yeah, I'm obsessed with ClassPass. I can leave a link in the description bar. It's not sponsored at all, but I feel like I advocate for it as if I am sponsored by them, but I'm not. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'll just get like a certain amount of tokens per month, and then I can use that for a spin class or my Pilates class, or I can use it for a yoga and meditation class, like literally anything.